Guys, thanks for tuning in to the Prime Movers podcast. Today I have a very special guest, Brandon Yarborough. He's a professional skateboarder, hails from New Smyrna Beach, Florida originally, and he currently travels the country building skate parks and skating professionally. Hope you enjoyed the chat we have today, and thanks again for tuning in. Yarbs, how you doing, buddy?
Good.
Thanks for coming on Prime Movers podcast, man. Stoked to have you on today.
Heck yeah.
So let's get started. You started skateboarding about, what, 11 years old?
Yeah, 11 years old. I got my first skateboard for Christmas.
Yeah. What was your interest, sparked your interest in skateboarding, man?
I was just always at the skate park down there on Canal Street, the old New Smyrna Park.
The old Smyrna Park.
Just riding bikes and all that other good stuff, and just wanted to get a skateboard.
Sick, man. Did you, how quickly did you pick it up, did you say?
I mean, it took a while. Busted my teeth out a couple times, so I mean, that was all right.
Shoot. Busted all your teeth out, like
just
front and grill?
Just the two front, yeah.
Wow.
Like split them in half.
Really?
Yeah.
At New Smyrna?
Yeah.
That was that metal kind of,
yeah.
I remember skating that when I was younger too. And then it was on a tennis court.
Yeah. Old
tennis court, but the tennis court was all busted up. You couldn't even roll on it.
Yeah, you couldn't even roll on this other side. No. It was only the mini ramp that you could skate.
Yeah, and then it had what was that thing in the middle that had like a bit of, it was more for like bikes or whatever.
Yeah, like a fun box you'd call it.
Yeah. So it started at 11 and then obviously progressed pretty rapidly, huh?
Guess so, yeah.
And then what, did you start doing amateur competitions and?
Yeah, well, I mean, really it started with like doing all these little goat ramp demos with my buddy Keith and Pop-Tart.
Yeah.
Like all around.
Okay.
And it was like, yeah, as soon as I got my license, just start going new places, you know, and now I could go further once I had a truck.
Wow. How old are you now?
28.
28 years old, yeah. So from New Smyrna originally?
Yeah.
Grew up around here?
Born and raised.
Born and raised, buddy. True OG local.
Yeah.
Man, so you did pretty much amateur kind of career up the ranks and then skated through that. And then did you travel for amateur comps at all?
Yeah. I mean, go to any contest that was around. Yeah. Anywhere.
Tampa Am and all those?
Yeah, I did some Tampa Am.
You did? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't been over there, but it looks like a crazy wild skate park. It's pretty famous.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah. What's your favorite skate park in the area?
Ooh, I don't know. I just have to go with the New Smyrna pool.
Like the pool here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it's not for me. It's good to watch, man. But so then moving forward on that, you've obviously progressed through the amateur ranks coming up, and then how old were you when you turned pro?
I can't remember. It was not that long ago.
No.
But yeah, I talked to Wade, and he was like, "Yeah, I want to get a board for you."
Yeah.
And he's the owner of Demon Seed, and I was like, "That'd be great."
So you got sponsored by Demon Seed Skateboard Company.
Yeah.
Okay. Guess what? Got your board right here.
Heck yeah.
This pro model, Brandon Yarbs Yarborough, pro model skateboard right here, deck. We got another one right there. Pretty sick, man. That's pretty rad. So what are these boards traditionally? This one here is different to that one, as you see.
Yeah.
So we got like, I think you mentioned it's like more for pools?
It's just called like a pool shape.
Pool shape.
It's got like the wider nose, the old school like tail.
Yeah, and that's actually, if nobody's familiar really with about skateboarding, that's a pool is actually a swimming pool that's empty.
Yeah.
Right?
Pretty much.
In old school days, back in like when skateboarding took off, I know in California, they would, search around for empty pools to jump fences and skateboard in, right?
Yep. Still do it to this day.
Still do it. So would you say you prefer pools over vert ramps or mini ramps or street? And
yeah, it's more or less my favorite.
You're drawn to that?
I love a good vert ramp.
Yeah.
You get a lot more air.
Yeah.
It's a lot it's a different pace.
Yeah. What's the biggest vert ramp you skated? What kind of, like half pipe?
They're usually like 12 foot.
12.
Generally. Yeah. Like 11.
Yeah. That's pretty wild. Yeah. I remember Stone Edge up in Daytona.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid, I had a buddy that had amnesia. He hit his head so hard he dropped and made it, came around, fell, hit his head, had to get rushed to the hospital on that. That was a huge ramp.
Oh man, yeah, that was a big vert ramp.
Busted his head. There's actually footage of it. I wouldn't want to put it up to show it. It's kind of, pretty heavy wipeout.
Yeah, it's always a bad one.
Yeah, how many times have you been injured? Like how many times have you hit the damn concrete and broke something, or you obviously knocked your teeth out.
Yeah, I mean, I've been
heavy.
knocked out quite a few times, and like even with the helmet on.
Knocked out cold.
Yeah, and then broke my wrist like twice.
Really?
It's actually slight fracture right now.
Shit.
Like from skating, but.
So it just comes with the territory.
Yeah, always.
Shit.
You're bound to get hurt one way or another.
Yeah.
I mean, keep trying to push yourself, you know?
Do you prefer wearing gear, or is it
Yeah, at least a helmet.
Helmet?
You know?
Yeah,
If it's something like a vert ramp, I'd wear knee pads.
wrist guards or elbow
Yeah, I
pads?
try to wear a wrist guard, but not really like elbow pads.
Yeah.
Just like knee pads and a helmet on skating the vert.
So you've been knocked out cold.
Yeah, I got knocked out at New Smyrna, and actually Tari was there.
Really? Tari Valley?
Yeah, I was trying to do a boneless over the hip, and it just kind of like washed out, hit the side of my head, like with the helmet on. It was like
Clean
got
out.
up all dazed and confused. Yeah, not for long, but definitely got up and was like, whoa, where am I? Like, how did I get here?
Damn, dude.
Yeah,
You can get pretty messed up.
yeah, definitely.
Injuries, straight concussions.
Concussion's serious, you know?
Yeah.
Especially if you do it over and over.
Yeah. That's wild. Funny story. So I met you in 2015. I mean, I've known of you through town and everything around growing up here, but in Puerto Rico, and we were rolling like that was back when I had a few beers, I think. And anyway, we ended up in a headland up there in Oaxaca in Puerto Rico, where we trampling through with nothing but board shorts on.
Yeah.
Funny thing about that story was we made it back to the hotel and we carried on and we went down into town. Pretty funny night, and you had won a contest, a pro contest.
Yeah.
And that's when I first met you. It was with Tari Valley, actually.
Yeah.
I was down there for a surf trip, and that was pretty interesting. But man, yeah, that's 7 years ago now. So, and
It's been a minute.
You're ripping it up, for quite a while. So, where from that was 2015. So, how many events do you do? Do you follow a circuit of pro events, or you just enter them? Pick ones and pick and choose which ones you want to do.
I mean, you try to like follow a circuit event, but
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I ain't that consistent, so
Yeah.
it's like hard. Everyone's so good nowadays.
Yeah.
Like the sport has progressed so fast.
Yeah.
It's just like,
It's
mostly just for fun for me,
Yeah.
Just to be there with all my homies and like
With your
try
buddies.
and get a good run in and just have fun.
Yeah. Who inspires you in skateboarding nowadays? Anybody off the top of your head or anybody you looked up to when you were younger that was in the, that you're like, that guy's the guy to watch and got you kind of influenced?
Honestly, I want to say my buddy Keith. He's a little younger than me, but
Oh, yeah?
he's just always had some crazy tricks and like super good,
Yeah.
But I mean, really, just like my friends.
Yeah.
I don't know. I look up to other pros and shit, but
Yeah.
my friends, when we're like sessioning, that's when you start learning stuff.
That's when you push each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, not rivalry, but that camaraderie and giving each other and
Exactly.
kind of
get hyped for each other, and it pushes you.
Somebody lands something, and then you're like, I gotta outdo that.
Yep.
So
Exactly.
just keep escalating. Yeah, that's good, man. That's cool. But so you've obviously skate professionally, and you enter contests now. Currently, you're working within, building skate parks. Is that right?
Yeah.
Hands on the tools, building,
Oh, yeah,
pouring
we do it
concrete,
all.
finishing, trialing it out, transitions, everything, huh?
Yep.
All the concrete pools and everything, right?
Yeah, we do it all from the
Yeah.
ground up.
What's the company?
It's Pivot Customs.
Pivot Customs.
Yeah.
And are they nationwide company? Like they build
Yeah.
all over the country?
Yeah, we go all
US?
over.
Okay. Where do you feel what skate park was probably your favorite one that you built?
We did Lot 11. I really
Yeah.
like that bowl. That one's fun. The whole park is
Lot
huge.
11?
Yeah, down in Miami.
Oh, Miami.
It's like
Okay.
right on 3rd Street or whatever, right under I-95.
Wow.
So that was cool.
Are these all public parks? Like,
Yeah.
so they're not you don't got to pay to go in?
We've done
or-
a couple like private parks and stuff, but that's usually like on the side more or less. But
Yeah.
yeah, all the parks we do with Pivot is more or less just for the city park.
Okay. Yeah.
Like they'll get grants and then someone will help match
yep,
stuff like that, and then they got enough money to get a park built.
Right. So you travel. Do you do anything internationally outside of the U.S.?
I haven't gone out
No?
internationally, but we have done it like with Pivot.
They do parks
Yeah.
outside of the states.
Yeah, I've done. I think they did 2 in Dubai, Definitely did like a private park, indoor one. It was a wood job.
Wow.
My buddy Jay Hammond went to. That was in Australia.
Oh yeah.
And then
Where in Australia, do you know?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
But then like also they did one in South Korea too.
No shit.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Yeah, that'd be. So you might be involved with going over to the next one, hopefully, huh?
Yeah,
Maybe getting out there
hopefully.
and going on a little trip.
There was a mention about us going to Singapore maybe for like a couple months, but we'll see.
It's wild.
It's
like,
always hit or miss. It's like last second thing, and then it's like, oh, here you got to go here. It's like, all right.
1 minute you're hanging here, the next minute you're on a plane going somewhere.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, because you travel quite consistently from whatever city, because you guys are contracted to city councils that build parks. Is that how Pivot works? Pretty much.
Kinda. I mean, there's like multiple companies, and then they'll put a bid in with the design, and then whatever suits that city and like their budget best, they'll like, okay, yeah, we want this company to do it.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of just like a bidding game, you know?
Because there's,
like
there's other companies, obviously, besides Pivot that build parks.
Multiple.
Yeah.
Like Team Payne, I worked for them for like 2.5 years when I first started.
Team Payne?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Where are they out of?
They're out of Orlando.
Orlando.
Yeah.
And then where's Pivot out of that you work for currently?
They're out of Joplin, Missouri.
Missouri?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's cool.
That's where their headquarters is.
Yeah. You built some parks up north?
Yeah. We're actually going to Montauk, New York. I leave Saturday. Go up there for 5 months.
Wow. So so explain to me how this works. So you roll up off the plane, obviously get your accommodation set up, and then they drop you and say, here's an empty field, and then you turn that into a full functioning skate park.
Yeah, usually it's like an
up.
empty field, you know.
Yeah.
Scrape the topsoil and start building up, or dig down depending on the landscape, and form it all up. After you do the dirt work, rebar it and pour it.
So start to finish, depending on the park, what's your average build time? Like, are you at a project for, just depends, I guess, how.
Yeah, it all depends on like
what's there
budget. Yeah, a lot of the jobs we've been kind of going more into like rural areas because every city, like major city, has a park, you know, if not two. So like more into the rural areas, there's a lot smaller, maybe 2 months, you know, for like a decent sized park.
You can knock them out that quick.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we got a good crew. There's like 8 of us.
Yeah. So
just get right to work and get it done.
Do you guys have input on? Is it they've got they draft a blueprint of what you're gonna build, but do you guys have input? Because you skateboard, so you want and everybody I'm sure that you work with probably skateboards as well.
Yeah. So we got one BMXer, but he's rad, and everybody just skates.
Yeah. And then, so if you go there to build a park, do you guys have any input on, hey, this plan here's the plans, but it's not going to work out that way, or we can change this to make it better?
Exactly. We get a lot of build design.
You do,
So it'd be like a basic blueprint of like the layout, general layout, and we can be like, oh no, let's make this like this radius with this height, you know, change it up, or like, oh, we got an idea for a cool obstacle right here, it'll fit perfect.
Yeah.
Place that there, and you know, we get a lot of input. That's the cool part. That's the best part I like with this company.
Yeah.
A lot of build design.
So you got creative influence to add to what you just get a piece of paperwork on what the build's going to be, and then you can kind of go in and create as you go and
pretty much
manipulate it a bit, as you say. And
I mean, we've had jobs where you have to stick to the plan. You know, some places they're like, no, this is what we want. So it's just like, okay, we got to just build that.
Yeah.
But the build design is my favorite.
Yeah.
Because then you're just like, oh no, I think this would work better.
Yeah.
And we'll like kind of discuss it a little bit, or it's either all right, cool.
Yeah.
Or someone will have another idea to add to it and make it even better.
Right.
It's like, dang, we just put both of our ideas together, and it's epic.
That sounds really cool, man. It must be. You must get a good feeling out of it that you wake up in the morning, you go to work, and your work is what you're passionate about doing with skateboarding.
Yeah.
You know, so you feel probably like at the end of the day that just like, man, that's a good feeling going to sleep knowing that you're creating something, or you're putting something out there that's positivity that kids and adults, anybody really can go to a skate park and enjoy it, you know, and you've got a hand in that. So
exactly. Yeah, actually, someone wrote me on Instagram not that long ago, and we did a job in Bangor. And they just had like this little slab, and it was like some prefab stuff that they had moved there. So they didn't really have like a good skate park, I'd say. And then we built a park like right down the road, and someone was just like, "Man, thank you so much. Like you don't realize how like a big of an impact you've put on the community. Like this is way better skate scene now." I was like, "Damn, that's good to hear. That's excellent. A good feeling, you know." It's like just made a better scene in that little town. And they all got somewhere to go skate and learn. You know, keep getting better.
Positive impact in the community. Yeah, it's good. It keeps kids, you know, the kids coming up too, keeps them probably a good out of trouble. I mean, in those little rural areas, there's not a rural area. There's not a whole lot to do, I imagine. So small town. So like things can go into a bad direction if they're, you know, when you're a kid, you get bored and you get up to mischief. So it's good to have something to go to that's positive. And you know, and then you get in there, and then get kids that get really, really good. Middle America or wherever you're at, come out, and next thing they're top skaters. And they're traveling all over, so it's a positive thing all around, isn't it? Really.
It's a good feeling.
A sense of community.
Like middle of America, like Arkansas, like Truman, Arkansas, and like Greenbrier, wasn't really like a scene there when we were building it. It's kind of like, man, we're all the skaters. And it almost happens every time. As soon as we're done and we're doing the last minute touches, they come out of the woodworks and they just show up. We're like, start skating. Have fun. Like, and we'll skate with them a lot of times. You know, meet new people all the time. And
epic. They'd probably be psyched that you guys are there, and like, just once you build it and it's ready to go, and you're doing huge ollies over gaps and airs and everything, and they're like, oh, and it's probably inspiring for them, you know, to watch all that, and then
I hope so.
show them how it's meant to be ridden. But yeah, it's that's pretty interesting, man. It's nice that you're giving back and you're passionate about it. You know. Hey, I got a question for you. For what's it take? Because you're on concrete majority, or you're on a hard damn surface when you're coming down. So, buddy of mine wanted me to throw in a question for you: what it takes to commit to staying on your board when you're coming off a trick. So, one thing is I'm going to clip this into this episode, is you did ollied one side of the bowl, and you come up on the other, and you ollied out into like a kick flip with a stale fish grab underneath it. It's mental. So right back into the transition being the ramp, or like the bowl, the concrete pool bowl. And what's it in your mindset going into that you're going to land, like, because you've eaten shit like numerous times and broke you know, wrists, ankles, everything. What is it that keeps you like, well, I'm going to plant my feet on this and I'm going to ride out of this? Man,
really, I don't know. It's just like commitment. Once you're like comfortable and you like know that feeling of just like, okay, I've done a little frontside ollie. Like, let me just try this, and then let me just catch the board, feet it right, just stomp it down, and hopefully ride away. If
ride out of it.
Get ready to tumble, you know? I mean...
You got good at falling?
Yeah, definitely. You got to learn how to fall.
Shit,
If you don't know how to fall, you're going to get, like, really hurt.
You're going to have a big hospital bill.
You still get that, you know? You're still going to mess up and, like, eat it, but... you kind of want to know how to fall. Like, if you're doing, like, a big air, and you don't have, like, knee pads... And you like, when you stay in the bowl, you know, and like do an air, you can kind of just like butt slide. Just like kind of just land into the transition without like clipping the top. You know?
Shoot, man. Casing the top where you're like, you can break something easy, huh?
I meant to send you this clip actually of me eating it really bad at the Carlsbad Park a little while back.
Oh, Carlsbad, California. I lived out there for years. There's Carlsbad Gap. That's famous.
That's gone now.
Oh, it's gone.
I'm pretty sure they tore it down a while back.
No shit.
I think so.
That was real famous in the day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Big gap that guys ollied over, huh? Guys and girls, obviously. Yeah, that's wild. What do you think about that mega ramp they got? Danny Way and Tony Hawk and Bob Burnquist, all those guys do? Would you give it a shot?
Yeah, definitely. I did the mini mega or whatever.
Oh, you did?
Woodward East.
Oh, you've been to Camp Woodward?
Yeah.
Okay.
We did when I was working with Team Payne, we built a park there, the Cage 2.0.
Okay.
And that was right there. So we had like the whole park to skate after work every day. So that was sick.
That place looks amazing.
Yeah, it's a lot to skate.
They got foam pits and stuff too, don't they? Like, so if you can just perfect a trick, and you got no repercussion of like, well, you fall in a foam pit, you're not gonna break anything.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, that always helps.
Yeah.
I like the res, like they had the vert ramp, and then it's called like a res pad, the black next to the vert ramp.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like quarter pipe, but I learned how to 540 there, and that kind of helped because when you fall, it's not nearly as hard. So that was cool. It's definitely like a training facility.
Yeah, it's definitely like is it Fuel TV maybe has Camp Woodward on there, and you get all these young kids that get sent there, and they're trained. I mean, they're crazy talents, but like learn how to fall, and then you see the progression of it over the time they're there, and it just goes so quickly. They progress, you know.
Yeah, you get a solid week there. You're definitely leaving with a good bag of tricks, like new tricks. It's feel good.
I might go there, try to learn how to do a kickflip.
Yeah.
But yeah, that looks insane, that park. I mean, yeah, it looks crazy. What's so you're going to New York to build the next park, huh?
Yeah, Montauk.
Have you seen the plan? Do you get the plans before? Or do you guys roll up and you get the plans given to you when you land?
I mean, we kind of get like an idea, like an email or whatever of the blueprint, but that's a pre-existing park. It's an older one, so we're just like redoing it,
refurbishing kind of deal.
Yeah, well, they demoed like all the street courts except for like the bowl. They just popped the pool block off, and then we're just gonna pour inside of that bowl. Yeah. Make it a little different. And then redo like everything out in the street course.
Nice. What's your favorite go-to trick? You got one?
Nose blunt, I'd have to say.
So that vert wall that you sent me, that's a nose blunt that you pull back in.
Yeah, the one on that rock.
Yeah. That's that 12 foot something, that thing? It's huge up there. That was crazy. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but so nose blunt.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah. Are you big into flip tricks?
Yeah, kinda. I mean, I like doing them. Yeah. But
hand plants?
Not as consistent. Yeah, eggplant. That's like another one of my favorites.
What's that?
The eggplant.
What's that?
It's just like you go up and it's backside, grab with your backhand like Indy, and then pretty much like 180 and grab the coping upside down while you're upside down, you know?
Shit. Yeah, it's wild, man. I've always like loved skating. Never been any decent at it, really. Done it just for fun, really, but like, cause I've surfed, but that took more of my attention. But I remember rolling around when I was like 4 years old, first time on a skateboard, sitting on it. It's always been just, skaters are harder than woodpecker lips, man. Just tough sport. Like you take falls, you're breaking stuff all the time. So I got to give you credit. It's a tough damn sport. You take some hard hits. You fall in surfing, you're landing on water, you know. And you don't want to be under for a long time, but you can fall a lot more than skateboarding and come out of it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
A lot easier. But hey, you surf, huh?
Yeah, every chance I get.
Yeah, you're into surfing then?
Yeah.
Cool, man. So obviously growing up around New Smyrna, man, it's hard not to.
You did, yeah.
We're lucky around here.
Go to the beach every day if I can.
Yeah, skate park when there's no waves, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, it's been pretty small lately, but we got to get out there soon. So. Yeah. I mean, obviously our inlet here we're lucky to have that for Florida. Everywhere else is flat, and we've got some sort of rideable wave, you know.
Almost every day.
Yeah, yeah, man. We're pretty fortunate to have that down the road here.
Heck yeah.
But who do you skate with when you're here at home? Any guys you consistently skateboard with?
I mean, just everyone really. Like, get a session going at New Smyrna, or there's a couple backyard ramps, like pools and shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Wooden ramps out backyard?
There's a couple concrete backyard bowls.
Oh, yeah.
And actually the...
Concrete ones people made, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Definitely.
Wow. Okay.
Get some friends together that actually build parks, you know, and just get something going. Yeah. But there's a vert ramp now in New Smyrna.
Is there?
So...
I don't know about that, huh? Where's that at? Just in...
I'm not too sure.
I'm going to have to find out.
Yeah. No, I know who has it, but yeah. Some two younger dudes, the Lillers. Oh yeah, rad. They got good quick.
Really?
Yeah.
So they're top kind of guys that have.
Oh yeah, they're ripping.
Really?
For how young they are, I mean they progressed fast.
Who are they?
The Lillers.
Lillers. Okay. And they're from the area.
Gavin and Cole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Up and coming guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man, nice. I mean, New Smyrna skate parks. There's a good bit of talent down there. You see on a consistent basis. You know.
Definitely.
My little cousin was coming up and he skated all the amateur events. He's doing really, really well, but then now he's in high school and he's now in the junior varsity. He's playing football.
Sweet.
So his interest changed, and he got tall as all. He's like a damn, grew like a weed, man. He's like 6 foot almost or something.
Dang.
He's only like 13 or 14, but he was a good little skater. He probably skated with you, I'm sure. Little Miles, but he ain't so little anymore, but he's doing well.
That's good.
But yeah, he was always skating New Smyrna and doing the amateur events around Florida, and he did pretty well.
Oh, like the Grind for Life
series. Grind for Life, that's it.
It's a good one.
Yeah, he was in that for a little while, yeah. And he did well. He placed in shit, I want to say he made, I don't want to say, and don't quote me, but I know he got in finals and he did pretty well for a little while.
Yeah.
He was
That's
rated
good.
up there in the ranks of the little amateur stuff, but it's a tough sport.
Yeah.
You know,
No doubt.
You know, so how's the wrist doing? It's almost healed, or?
Yeah.
I seen you had a cast on, didn't you?
Yeah, I need to go to the
Splint or
orthopedic doctor this week, so we'll see.
Yeah, you don't want to lose
I've
any.
been taking it easy.
Yeah. You been skating still on it?
Yeah, here and there. Just trying
Not
not
too hard.
to, that way I don't fall again.
Yeah. Yeah. So when are you leaving to go to New York again?
Probably this Friday or Saturday.
Friday. And you've been working around town?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just little backyard jobs, small patios, stuff like that.
Nice. What do you normally work when you're on a job? Is it Monday to Friday? Do you guys just get in and work as long as you can just to hammer it out, get it up and going?
Yeah, I mean Monday to Friday, some Saturdays, you know,
Yeah.
it depends on like the time schedule and what needs to be done.
Yeah. What size board is this? Is in skateboards, is there a size and a length and a width that you normally ride that's pretty custom to
Yeah,
you?
like this one would be like the size I ride. It's like 825.
Yeah.
And then-
825 is the width.
Yeah.
Yeah, and 8.25 inches. That's a popsicle. You're concaved out kind of flip board, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's suited more toward street skating around like rails and
everything,
curbs
yeah.
and everything.
It's just easier to, I would say, it's easier to like do flip tricks, versus like this board's wider, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, this one, I see that, yeah, there's definitely a difference. And then what wheels and truck setup are you normally on, like wheel millimeters? And,
I ride like 54, the Spitfires, and
Spitfire?
then some independent trucks,
yeah,
some Reds bearings.
independent
you know.
red bearing. 54 millimeters, so they're a bigger wheel. Are they an
They're
what-
kind of smaller, I guess
Smaller?
you would say,
God, I remember
or
38,
like
40,
average.
yeah.
Yeah, well, they used to be smaller,
Small, dude, you're like your eye, size of your eye.
Yeah.
Like, you can barely see the wheel.
like some people ride like, it depends, you know, it's like your preference. Like I have loose trucks, so I don't really, if I put like a 60 millimeter wheel on there, I'm gonna get wheel bite all the time.
It's gonna, which wheel bite,
It's like when
it
you
rubs on your deck?
Yeah, when you
Yeah.
go to lean and then it just like pinches it, stop you, you know?
it's like brakes.
Yeah,
on
pretty
your board
much.
almost.
Yeah, you don't really want that.
Nah, so you ride your trucks pretty loose.
Yeah.
Yeah, and trucks are what support your, obviously hold your wheels. It's like the frame of a vehicle.
Yeah,
in a way.
exactly.
Yeah. And then your deck on top and grip tape to keep like sandpaper almost in a way to explain
Yeah,
it.
pretty much exactly what it is.
So you don't slide, you don't want to come off that thing, man.
No.
Nah, not when you're hauling ass down a ramp or a bowl.
For real.
But Demon Seed, so they've made you, this is your custom deck and that as well. It's your signature model.
Yeah.
And they're out of Cocoa,
They're like Cocoa
Melbourne
Beach area.
Beach area.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other sponsors you've had along the way?
Yeah, I had like some flow from Nixon, and then, I mean,
Watches
multiple,
and gear
yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
They would hook it up every couple months.
Nice.
And then like Domain was like a cool shirt company I rode for
Okay.
for a while, but they kind of like, I don't know, they're more into like just the clothing, so they kind of stopped doing the whole like team riders and shit like that.
Oh, really?
But Nick's a good dude. He's cool. I like him.
Nixon's a great company. I got a lot of their stuff actually.
Yeah.
They got they got good watches and everything, but
Oh yeah.
pretty cool stuff. But yeah, did you? And you had some you had some sections and some skate videos over the time over
like Gullwing.
years?
I rode Gullwing truck companies for a while with Gullwing trucks for a while.
Okay.
And we did like a little video part.
Nice.
So that was
in
fun.
one of their skate videos.
Yeah, it
that they
was
put
more or less like a little section, like me and my other buddy Damien, and like our two parts together.
Cool.
And then I don't think we really made like a full length video, because it's hard to get everybody together.
Yeah.
And like they're out of like San Diego, so
Gullwing, I've heard I've heard they've been around for a long time.
Oh yeah, they've been around for years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like their trucks.
Good stuff. Good trucks. Yeah. Would you prefer them over Independent? Independent's like the class truck, ain't it? Like you see it everywhere. Yeah.
I mean, because they're good.
Yeah. That's it.
They're like the
Top
best.
of the line.
But I mean, Ace is good. Ventures are good.
Venture,
it just depends
Venture,
what you really like,
Yeah.
Like I loved Goings. They were sick. They rode good. And I mean, they're you're getting them for free, so it's like, can't complain.
You can't complain at all.
They're always hooking it up. We'd go on like tours, get in the van and go up the coast of California.
Nice.
Just get everyone together.
Yeah.
We actually like barged this downhill contest.
Oh yeah.
Because like going is at the Sector 9 warehouse, so it's like they got all their longboard crew, and they're like, yeah, there's a downhill contest down the road, and there's like me, Keith, and Damien, and a couple other dudes. I can't name them right now, but
are these all other pro guys that you roll with?
Yeah.
Yeah. They skate.
Yeah. They also rode going with me, and we were just like on our normal boards, and these dudes with longboards like, kind of look at us. We were barging down the hill with them.
On your normal skateboards, and on the longboard skateboards.
Yeah, and like,
jeez,
dude, they were doing the longest jump contest, and it was like, I want to say they don't really know how to build a ramp, because the landing had like the skate light or whatever, the plywood at the top. It was like the top layer, so if you like clipped it, which Keith did, he like clipped the top, and it kind of stopped him, and he went flying. And it was just two separate ramps, so they just kept pushing it back and back and back as like people kept jumping further and further, and I think we got to like 28 feet or some shit.
28-foot gap. You're jumping.
Yeah, from like takeoff to the landing, or maybe it was like, I was 20 something, like 24, 26, like somewhere in that area. But yeah, I got this rad photo of like everyone's lined up on the sides, and then it's just like me in the air, like way above everyone. Because, you're hauling ass downhill and then launching.
Shit, yeah.
And I don't know, it was just a cool event.
I got to get that photo. We'll throw it in, man. That'd be rad. Cool.
Damien ended up winning that shit. He got to like $1,200. The longboarders kind of like, oh, what the fuck? These guys don't even longboard.
And he's on a normal skateboard.
Yeah, it was
They would
rad.
be losing it, man.
Yeah.
They'd have to go back and rethink their equipment, huh?
Yeah, it was rad. The one dude had like a full face helmet. And like when they jump, they early grab, because they can't really like pop an ollie and then grab.
Yeah.
And we're like ollieing off the lip, getting there.
Mental.
And then one dude's like early grab Melanie, just hauling ass too. He just lifts up, and he like cleared the landing ramp all the way to flat, and just like wiped out in a full face helmet, luckily. And I was like,
Looked like an
holy
astronaut.
crap. I ended up like having to ask someone that was standing on the side. I was like, hey, you're not skating, like give me your helmet, because I didn't have mine.
The visor helmet too?
No, just a normal regular helmet.
Because I know those downhill guys, they wear them visors because they get going so fast, huh?
Yeah.
They get belted by the damn wind and stuff.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Like, yeah, that's no shit. That's no joke.
Yeah, it was fun. It was an experience.
I bet. So you got up to 28 foot. You
I'm pretty
aired over
positive.
28-foot gap.
Yeah, I'm pretty positive.
Shoot.
It was damn near close to that, if not.
But
yeah, we were going for a good hour.
yeah.
They just kept sliding it back.
And they kept moving the goalpost.
Getting up to the top and just keep going.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was a wild time.
And you traveled through California a good bit skateboarding?
Yeah.
Northern California?
I made it like
or more
as
southern?
far as SF maybe. It didn't really go too much further north than that.
Yeah. See, I've never been up really much past like Ventura County, north of LA,
okay.
surfing, but I've landed in San Francisco. I'd love to go up there. It looks beautiful up there.
Yeah, San Fran's rad.
And all
We went out there for like Chili Bowl a couple years back. It was like a contest.
Nice.
I think it was just an event each year they did. That place is rad.
What's that famous park? Have you been to it? It's up in is it Philadelphia, and it's under a bridge.
Oh, FDR, yeah.
Yeah.
That place is rad.
It's cool, huh?
Yep. I love
Burnside,
that place.
and that.
I haven't been to Burnside. Yeah, that's
yeah.
Oregon.
Yeah.
I haven't been there yet.
Yeah, but the one under that we just talked about in Philadelphia, that looks wild.
One's sick. Yeah. I like that place.
It's like a classic park, ain't it? Like, it's been around for a long time.
Just recent, or I don't know, maybe a couple years back, they just built a big capsule. They call it like a clamshell or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Like big oververt pocket where you can almost get like pretty much upside down.
Wow.
But yeah, they just added that to it. They got a vert ramp there, and then like everything else out in like the flow area, as you call it. Super fun.
Have you ever fallen off just dropping in a vert ramp, like off the drop when you initially go into it? It's a silly question probably, but man, that's where...
I mean, when I was a kid, yeah. Fuck yeah.
Because those things, man, the transition, the curve of it goes up, and then you got vert, which is almost in... Yeah. It's you're looking at like, what degrees would that be? It's oververted.
No, it's
like
straight usually.
Oh, dead straight?
Always straight.
Okay.
If you make it oververt, which is cool, but yeah, just straight vertical, it's like usually 1.5 feet. This is like standard, but it depends what you want. I went to this one. Is at Science's house in Outer Banks, and then he's
North
got
Carolina?
one. Yeah, and he's got one. It's like a vert ramp in the middle of the big bowl, and then it kind of like escalates up. And that one's like a 10-foot radius with 4 foot of vert. So it's like, 4 foot of straight vert till you get to the coping
wall.
Yeah, but usually like a vert ramp's like, 1.5 of vert.
That's your normal benchmark of like what it is.
Reasonably, yeah.
4 foot of vert, so you're just like falling for 4 foot straight down. You ain't catching really your. Like, that stuff's wild, man. I remember getting up and looking at it for what the new Smyrna Park. I remember with a buddy here, we went and he dropped it before me, and that was like only 8 foot. That one, wasn't it? Maybe?
Yeah, the old one.
Yeah, the old one.
Yeah, that was 8 foot.
I made it, and I was like surprised with myself, man. I think I celebrated for about a week.
Hell yeah.
Not really, but like it was wild looking down at it. So intimidating.
Yeah.
So that's what's incredible about you're doing airs off stuff like that and ollies and huge in the air, and how intimidating that is, man.
Yeah, once you get it once, it's like, all right,
your confidence
I got it.
Grows, yeah.
And then you just keep pushing yourself from there.
You got to keep going.
And then next thing you do is stall on it,
Yeah. Blunt, like where you go, your tail and it's a blunt, right?
Yeah.
Where you land and your tail's on the coping.
Yeah.
And pop back in. Yeah. Yeah, skating's cool, man. It's a very tough to learn. You either got it or you don't, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, you get it over time, you know?
Yeah. You gotta know how to you gotta be tough, you gotta know how to take a fall, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. What's your plan then? You're gonna just continue cruising over and not over, obviously cruising with this pivot company and building parks?
Yeah.
That's your
for
plan?
Sure.
Yeah, keep skating comps?
Ride it out till it ends. I mean,
for sure.
I don't know how much longer, but
how long have you now worked
everywhere.
with pivot or worked building skate parks?
Skate parks in total, maybe 7 years or so.
Oh, you have been done it for 7 years.
But I think I'm with Pivot now for like 5 or so.
Wow. So they're a good company taking care of you.
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
Good.
Got benefits and all that. And
great.
Just get to travel around and build parks.
Nice.
See the world,
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Might as well do it while I'm young instead of waiting until I retire from some like desk job or something,
Backwards, ain't it? You get your pension or your retirement when you can't even move.
Yeah, exactly.
You're all decrepit and old and stuff. Like it should be now, but I mean it's just weird. That's how the world's set up. But
I get to go explore now and then hurt myself. So when I'm older, I'll just be able to sit there
just
and
be hanging out in the lazy boy recliner.
Yeah. At least hang out by the beach,
Yeah.
Drinking margaritas, hopefully surfing.
Hanging out with an umbrella in your drink with nice sunshine, clear water, and some, hopefully a skate park and a good wave nearby.
Yeah,
that's a lot. That'd be good. Yeah, for sure. But you're gonna be trying to get in the water while you're here surfing?
Yeah, we'll see about the wrist. Yeah, my wrist is a little jacked, but
maybe longboard or something just to cruise.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Yeah, paddling thinking about that, paddling would probably be an effort.
Yeah, when I first got here, we went out and I was like, every paddle was just click, click. I was like, oh man, lasted like 2 hours maybe, and I just had to give up. I was like, this hurts too bad.
Yeah, it ain't
then
fun.
went and got it checked out.
So you got an X-ray?
Yeah, it's just a slight fracture on the outside right there.
What'd you do? Just land hard and took the brunt of it?
Yeah, well, I was skating this little pump track and just was going way too fast around it, and then got caught up leaning way too far forward and just had to, I don't know, I just bailed and kind of like shouldered the ground into the next bump and just like jammed my hand.
Did you know that
like, boom.
Right then you're like, oh,
yeah, it hurt. I was like, dang it.
Yeah.
And I just broke my foot recently, probably like 6-7 months ago in Colorado.
Okay.
Skating this pool. Like snapped it like right on the top. I mean, I landed the trick, and I landed like with my foot like that, and all the pressure just kind of like popped across the top.
Yeah.
So I had to wear a boot and shit like that.
Yeah.
That wasn't exciting at all. It's still a little sore.
Breaking stuff is no fun, huh?
Stretch it, No.
Yeah. And then the thing too is like you go, oh, hopefully it heals better than it was, which it's tough, and you lose range of motion and all, and your ankles and your wrists and stuff, you're moving on that, especially with skateboarding, obviously your ankles and feet. You got to have those solid.
Definitely.
For sure.
It's like, try not to get hurt, because, I mean, we work with our hands every single day, so it's, I don't know, it's tough. Like I was
true, finishing concrete off of trials. And
and like you're leaning, you got like you're leaning on one and then doing what you got to do with your other hand. So it's like, you definitely got to be like strong,
Main tools are your hands for that job, ain't it?
Definitely. screwing stuff together,
Sure.
tying rebar, all that.
Yeah. That's
Trialing.
tough work. Yeah, you gotta have some strong. Yeah, otherwise you can be losing money, not being able to work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, where do people go to find Brandon Yarborough? Like, what are you active on social media?
I would say just Instagram, really.
Check you out on Instagram.
Yeah.
What's your plug it into this episode? What's your Instagram name?
It's just Yarb with 3 B's. YARBBB.
YARBBB on Instagram. Yeah. You active on anything else? Or you just follow? You're just pretty much on Instagram.
Yeah, just Insta.
Yeah.
I don't really do a whole lot of social media stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a Facebook, but barely go on that.
No, I know. I don't use that hardly anymore either. And I mean, here and
Yeah.
there just to keep in touch with people around. But
Exactly.
not much. It's all filled with, there's a lot of ads and crap on there. It's just annoying. But Instagram I use as well. But is Pivot, they got a website if people are interested in checking out what kind of work you guys,
Yeah,
your
they got
parts?
an Instagram as
They do?
well. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like Pivot is like a division of ARC or whatever. This is called American Ramp Company.
And that's a skate park construction company, you'd say.
Yeah.
Fits out skate parks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
That's like who we work for, and like Pivot is just like the concrete crew, like us.
Okay. So they a division of them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you've got obviously engineers and draftsmen that draw up all your plans.
Yeah, they got a whole office.
Design team
They
behind
got
it.
a whole office, man. You walk in there and it's just like people on each side of you, all like salesmen and designers. Shit
Big
like
business,
that.
I imagine,
Yeah.
nowadays.
Oh yeah.
Skate parks in every community almost now. It seems
Yeah,
popping
pretty
up
much.
all over the place.
There's a lot of different companies out there, man.
Yeah. It's good competition in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's good they take care of you,
Yeah,
Plug
definitely.
a thing in for, what's their Instagram? Just Pivot
Customs.
Pivot Customs on
Yeah.
Instagram. Cool. Yeah, that's interesting, and I'll check them out. But so you're around for another week, man. We got to get together and get a surf in.
Yeah, definitely.
And yeah, so I'm stoked to have you on. It was a good chat. And what's your plan then for the rest of the day? No waves.
Not much. Yeah.
You're off for the weekend.
no
You ain't doing
waves.
any concrete work, right?
Nah.
That's good.
Not
Yeah.
till Monday.
Yeah. You drink coffee?
Yeah, sometimes.
Well, let's go get a coffee, man, if you're interested.
I'm down.
Yeah, let's do it.
For sure.
Thanks, Brandon. That was a great chat, and I appreciate you taking some time out to come on to Prime Movers and talk to us. It's great. We'll look forward to getting this up and people to hear your story. And you're only going to keep moving forward and building skate parks, and maybe we'll have one here in New Smyrna soon, huh?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You think? And there's plenty of land. Got to hopefully buy some up before
or
it's all
even
gone.
just an extension onto the park we have.
Yeah, yeah.
Phase 2 and build it out a little bigger.
Yeah, that's a cool park. I've been coming out of it. Well, broke my ankle a while back, and if I'm gonna get on a board, it's printing a surfboard.
Yeah.
Is that hard
Preferably.
ground, man? Oh, I don't want to snap something else and just be like,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'll come check you out on the skateboard sometime soon. How about Edgewater? You skate down there at all?
Yeah, I've been there a
Like
couple
that park?
times.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
a
fun.
good little park. Roll around.
I like it.
Yeah, it's fun. But yeah, well, man, I appreciate you coming on today.
Yeah.
And we'll have another chat down the line. Catch up with you again.
For sure. Glad you had me.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, to Prime Movers Podcast with Brandon here. And we'll have more episodes to come here in the future.